Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets.
Hey guys, I'm working the part. Psych. We're really doing this again. You guys know that 58.9% of you aren't subscribed. Like, what's going on? It's so easy. And look, here's a clip right now if you don't believe me. Anyway, there's going to be a clip the entire part probably. But anyway, you guys are going to have 5 seconds to like, subscribe, and comment down below, done it. If you comment down below, like, subscribe in that 5 seconds, or you have bad luck for the rest of your life. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of what if Naruto was half Itsuki and half Saiyan. I know it was away for a little bit. It's because I went to stay with Alfie at his aunt's house. It was really fun. I made some friend up there. She's nice. And yeah, let's just get into this. You guys really enjoyed this last part, which I'm happy about. And the like for the next part will be 40 likes. Because last time we left it on a good part. And last time we left it, Naruto's using his rage mode. And he got to his 5-minute mark, which means he loses control. And he charged Kakashi with power flowing out of him, with 2 ki blasts in his hand. And let's jump back into it. Kakashi barely dodged one of them, which Naruto missed, and he flew into the ground. And in that pile of smoke, out came an even bigger blast, which Kakashi barely avoided, but the explosion sent him flying, rolling onto the ground. He got up a bit dazed, and Naruto flew towards him, him losing himself even more, and started attacking. One thing Naruto could control out of while in his range form was who he targeted. But though he didn't target anyone, his natural instinct would just choose everybody. So as long as he could target Kakashi, he wouldn't attack any of his other teammates. And Kakashi was slowly losing, and Sasuke knew that Naruto had to end this quickly. So he yelled out, "Hurry up, Naruto, you're gonna kill him." And one of Naruto's eyes went from yellow to back to his Byakugan, and Kakashi was confused. Then this eye went to a turquoise colour, and Naruto's hair rose up. But it quickly faded back to his rage mode. One thing Kakashi realised is Naruto suddenly got quite a bit stronger, and it faded. What Naruto called ki exploded out of him when this happened, and a hit actually nearly broke Kakashi's arm, but it went back to normal. And Kakashi was confused. Was that another one of Naruto's powers he was slowly unlocking? And when he did this, Naruto kind of restrained himself. Was that meaning that was a form where Naruto could control his power? And he yelled at Sasuke to get Naruto to control himself. And after about 2 minutes of yelling, Hinata came up and begged Naruto. And Sakura said, "Please, please, Naruto." And Naruto never really had a crush on Sakura. But he liked Hinata, but not like he wants to go out with her. He liked Hinata as a friend, as she was the only one who didn't judge Naruto when they were kids. And when she said it, and Sasuke said it, something clicked in his brain. Someone in his mind said, "My son, remember who you are." And Naruto's eyes turned turquoise, and his hair went yellow, and power exploded off him. The ground started shaking, and Naruto took a deep breath. He looked at his hands. He could see his own power flowing through him. The veins on the Byakugan was on his head, but they slightly got smaller, and Naruto could see chakra veins, but he still saw colour around the world. So it wasn't like the weakness of the Byakugan went turned over from black and white. He could still see colour, but he could see people's chakra as well. And Naruto was impressed with his power, and he jumped towards Kakashi, not realising that he just wasn't like just beat him down. He fought Naruto. He thought Naruto thought he passed out or something and woke up due to this new power. He doesn't know that he had lost control. And he dove towards Kakashi, and he flies into a tree. Naruto's a lot faster. Naruto'd say nearly 100 times faster. And he's excited. He controls his speed this time and punched Kakashi. Kakashi didn't expect it, but he got sent flying backwards. And Naruto appears in front of him and starts beating down on him. This is where he realises Kakashi was injured, and it all clicks in his head, and he remembers what he did as he lost control. And he grabs Kakashi panicking, and he just thinks, okay, my ki heals me. As Kakashi seems to be unconscious, and he floods Kakashi with ki. For a split second, Kakashi gets his own aura, and all his wounds heal, and the aura disperses. Kakashi looked at himself, and he felt stronger. He couldn't use ki, but it boosted his overall power. And he thanks Naruto, and he realises before Naruto healed him, he didn't miss a chance to stole the bells. Anyway. Also guys, I want to mention, this is going to be my only upload today, as I have someone staying over, and they get in here in 10 minutes, so. I was going to have a bunch of videos come out today, but not right now. There will be a bunch of videos later. But yes, I might record another video actually. Who knows, you'll figure out later. But Naruto realises his hair is golden, and this power he feels. He starts charging his ki, and with his sane instincts pushing through, he yells, and the ground starts shaking and cracking beneath him, and his power is just increasing. Kakashi, Sakura, Hinata and Sasuke can't sense ki, but they could sense the power coming off Naruto. The Hokage and army member appears to see Naruto's new form. It recognises him as Minato's form, and he realises it was Minato's form. And he realises that this must be Minato's blood ability, maybe one of Minato's clan, as they didn't know what his clan was. And they must think it's a transformation technique. And then but then the wind started speeding up. It started pushing them away. This was Naruto's power changing the weather. As he charged up more, the weather became more dangerous, waves appearing in ponds, and they seemed pretty big. And then there was oceans having tsunamis out of nowhere, but they didn't hit the ground, as Naruto's energy wasn't anger, it was just curiosity, so they didn't cause damage. Naruto's ki managed to control this. And as more and more power built up, the third Hokage realised that despite what looks insane, has actually caused little damage. Nearly none. The only damage it's caused is the ground cracking due to Naruto, so he wanted to see how far Naruto would go. As Naruto's powering up, he disappears inside his mind. These memories start flashing again, but this time Naruto is fully awake and aware, not losing half his memory. He sees his dad with his golden hair form, then he sees a more spiky version, then a long hair version. Then he sees that his dad has a tail, and how his dad went to this form with red fur around him. But then there was a form with silver fur, but then there was a form with red hair, then gold hair. Not gold hair, then white hair. For God's sake, then blue hair, then white hair. Naruto was just confused. But then a weird energy appeared. It felt powerful. It felt divine. And as soon as Naruto touched it, his body, his DNA, reacted to it. With him, Naruto already has a type of God Ki, but it's the mortal God Ki that Otsutsuki gives. But during the Dragon Ball side, this was real God Ki. It run through his veins. As God Ki lay there due to Minato, and it awakened it. This boosted Naruto's power even more, and he wakes up in the real world. He's in his even spiky hair form, not long yet. We know this for Super Saiyan 2. And the third Hokage is blown away at this power. And Naruto keeps on rising. He feels his chakra charge up slightly. I didn't mean that Tsuki gives him God Ki, I meant to give him God Chakra. But the ki he just awakened was his God Ki due to Minato. And yes, Minato did have God form, and I'll explain that later. And his God Chakra and God Ki mixed, just like his base chakra. And when this happens, silence. Naruto stopped yelling. The huge aura that was exploding out got sucked into him. And silence. Then a huge explosion burst out of Naruto. They were all scared that Naruto just got hurt. But in reality, the power took its own form. Naruto's hair stood up like a Super Saiyan, and it was blue, dark blue, but yet some of it was silver. Then it quickly faded back to his basic white form, and Naruto passed out. He woke up in hospital, but when he woke up, something was different. He looked around, and as we see everyone in Dragon Ball do, he looked at something, and his eyes flashed, and he could move it with his mind. He was like, what is this power? And Naruto's ki, unlike before, would slowly leak out all day. He was concealed, sucked up. And Naruto went to jump out of his bed, and he flew across the room. Naruto's power was insane. He couldn't even control it. He lowered himself as much as he can, and he realised he was walking normally. He was shocked how powerful he was. His normal kick could break through a log now when he was holding back fully. And Naruto was proud. He starts running. To him, everyone, he looks like a blur, and he appears in the third Hokage office with a huge gust behind him. The third Hokage is shocked, and Naruto starts explaining about how he's so much stronger, and the third Hokage is shocked. He notices serious, says something similar happened to Minato. And if his prediction was right, a small mishap could blow up the village. So he took Naruto far out and let Naruto test. Naruto charged up his ki to what he thought was his normal amount for fighting, and a jab on the mountain blew it away. Naruto was shocked. He jumped in the air, and if it wasn't for Naruto pushing himself down with his ki, he might have broke through the atmosphere. Naruto's shocked at how powerful he is, and he tells the army member around the third Hokage to put up a shield, and they do. And Naruto launches a ki blast, a huge explosion that engulfs Naruto, but Naruto has divine ki, so it blocked him. He surrounded himself with it, protecting himself, and the third Hokage, when the explosion cleared, showed the shield nearly shattered. The third Hokage was shocked. This kid needs to be trained and learn to use his power. But then he realised that Naruto was surrounded in his energy, and he was asleep. He was in his head again. He could hear a voice yelling out to him, and he appears in front of Kurama. He says, "Wait, you're the fox inside me. We spoke only a few times. What do you want?" Kurama has yet to sense a God Ki, and he says, "You stupid brat, don't talk to me like that." Naruto forces some of his ki out, and Kurama recognises this. This is the only energy he's ever been afraid of, the energy that nearly killed him. As when he fought Minato, it wasn't that he managed to blow him away. His single blast nearly killed Kurama. And the reason he took so long to come back was because he was healing his injury so he didn't die on the way back to Leaf Village. This scared Kurama, and he's like, "So, you did take after your father." This piques Naruto's interest, but Kurama refuses to go on. He talks to Naruto about how he could help him if they make a deal. He explains to him what his name is. He explains that he will lend him power, but it's a fair game. He has to release the seal locking him inside this small part of Naruto's mind. Naruto agrees and releases the seal, and he fills Kurama's chakra, fill him up. It wasn't as overpowering as it was in the original, but it was still a lot. And as Naruto's slowly learning, he can for some reason mix other energies with his ki and chakra. So he takes Kurama's nearly seems to be demonic slightly chakra, and then he feels a holy side to it, as this was the yin and yang Kurama, and he mixes it. His divine ki takes a role to it, but his normal ki doesn't really like the merge. It takes longer than Naruto expected, but eventually Naruto fuses his and Kurama's power, and it was overwhelming. Naruto tries to run out of his mind, but before that, Son grabs him. He turns around and words come out of his mouth he didn't expect. It's pure instinct. He says, "Father?" Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. I've left it on a cliffhanger again. But if you do want to see the next part, make sure you like and subscribe, become a member down below. And yeah, this is only going to be the only upload today instead of the normal 8, because I have a twat staying over, And so yeah, we're just gonna chill, mess around, but there'll be a video again tomorrow and the day after, etc. And slowly the videos will increase again. Let's try hit 7k before September. Let's try hit 10k or so before September. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Peace out. Love you guys. Share with your friends, family, etc. I can't be bothered to repeat that outro again. So love you guys. Bye.